has made decide the Brahman, the all-pervasive energy, that is the Supreme. So an important point that comes up is that for the pure devotee, so there's another discussion. Who is the pure devotee? Srila Prabhupada says here, for the pure devotee, there is no fear of returning. And it's a pure devotee in Krishna consciousness, whether he leaves the body at an auspicious or inauspicious moment by accident or arrangement. Many times different Vaishnavas depart this world. You have experience of this. And there's often the discussion, I know in the case of my own spiritual master, some devotees would come and ask, who was there in the hospital? Was there devotee chanting? Did he get Ganga water? Was there Tulsi Maharani? They try to figure out what is the destination, or if the departure is auspicious based on analyzing the external environment. Srila Prabhupada has said actually appearance, disappearance for the Vaishnava is not the biggest consideration. It's not the most important thing. That how the Vaishnava lives his life or her life, this is the consideration. And if one is fully dedicated, another of Krishna's guarantees. You give your mind to me, you become my devotee, you offer your obeisances to me, surely you will come to me, Krishna is saying. So, for the devotee, of course, we try to create the most auspicious environment for the departure. We all hope that we will be surrounded by loving devotees, chanting. There will be auspicious items for us to meditate on, we will be hearing. Because we definitely want to make sure that we attain Krishna. But ultimately it is said that there should be no fear for the devotee in terms of returning to this world. But of course the devotee is humble. The devotee doesn't think, I have mastered Krishna consciousness, how many Ekadashis I followed, just see how many pilgrimages I took. I gave charity, I spoke Gita. No. The devotee is always feeling that without the mercy of the Lord, without the mercy of the Vaishnavas, how can I presume to be able to attain the highest destination of Krishna Loka? And the devotees protected by the other Vaishnavas. This is why the association of devotees is most important for us. Sometimes we are attacked by Maya through, maybe we are angry, annoyed, we feel disrespected, and we think these devotees, they don't know who I am. How can they deal with me like this? How come they didn't do this for me? I don't need them. Devotees said, walk away. No, we should think the devotees don't need me, but I need them. Srila Bhakti Swami used to say like that, we deal with the devotees in this mood, thinking that these individuals will be the same individuals at the time of my departure, who will have to help me to pass the final exam. So, Sangha is a major aspect of Krishna consciousness. And in that Sangha, the mercy of Krishna, the guarantee of Krishna is being fulfilled. Krishna has declared it, and the devotees are making sure it happens. So, there is no fear. There should be no fear. But we have to become fixed devotees. And we were saying, Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada has written for the pure devotees in Krishna consciousness. It seems that this guarantees for them. So, do not feel shy. Please raise your hand if you are a pure devotee. We are looking for pure devotees. We need your association desperately. Throughout the scriptures, it is written about you, dear pure devotee. Please show yourself. Some people say like that, oh, there are no pure devotees in this movement. Some will say, oh, only Prabhupada is pure devotee. You may be one of them. You're thinking like this. So if Prabhupada definitely is a pure devotee, and is the uniting pure devotee, actually because of his unequivocal state of Krishna consciousness, we are able to pull together. But certainly, the pure devotee, if he's really pure devotee, he should be able to produce pure devotees, yes? I don't know if there's any medical school that has never produced doctors. If there is, definitely don't enroll in medical school. It is called a medical school because it produces doctors, medical practitioners. Are there people who never graduate medical school? Yes. Yeah, some people don't graduate. Some people register and they go and don't really attend the classes. College is such a difficult time. You forget the goal of enrolling because so many things are going on. So yes, many may enroll in the school of the pure devotee. And some may attend the classes sincerely and they will progress in the school. The criteria of pure devotee given by the Mahabharata Nyaya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked. One year he was asked, so who is Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? Lord Chaitanya first said in one year, one who chants the holy name of Krishna once, he is the best of all people. He is a Vaishnava. Even some of us, feel like, it's too liberal, no? I remember coming into this movement and hearing about the fact that if a devotee does good service, makes progress, then he delivers his relatives. The more advanced he is, he can deliver 21 generations this way, that way, another said 7 this way, 7 that way. And I was feeling envious of all my relatives. These rascals, they're not following this process. They're enjoying all this. I'm here, struggling, and they're just going to get delivered. This is not right. I was there to save myself. So this generous spirit was like a problem. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he chants once, it's the best of all human beings. So the next year they asked him again, who really is like, so he said, no, one who is always chanting the holy name and distributing, he's a Vaishnava, second class, good class. And the next year he said, the one by whom you see them, you want to chant the holy name. So certainly, as Srila Prabhupada was asked once, so how many pure devotees in your movement? Srila Prabhupada called one of his disciples, how many devotees do we have now in our movement? Prabhupada gave that. That's how many pure devotees we have. Hare Krishna. We take Prabhupada he's also preaching. Pure devotee also means he comes down to the level where he discriminates the envious, the Lord, the devotees, and those who are innocent. The journalist is not so concerned, really, and doesn't even know what is really pure devotee. They just want to label this movement. Is it really worthwhile or is it not producing? So Prabhupada, to encourage them, as many devotees as we have, as many pure devotees as we have. Why? Because the practice of Krishna consciousness, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, these are direct items of pure devotion. When one engages in them, one is uplifted, certainly to the transcendental platform. If they remain, Mam Chayo Vyabicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate, Sadhunan Samatitata, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. If there is no deviation, and one is Vyabichari, fixed in the execution of devotional service, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate, he's certainly liberated, so that he's pure. So different gradations of pure devotees are there. Just as the mango is always the mango from when it is green until it is ripe and sweet and tasty. But at different times, it gives different flavor, different taste. So we should take it that stick to the process of pure devotional service. And by this process of devotional service, then the Lord will make all arrangements for us. You are my master, I'm your servant. Then I am surrendered to you as my master. It is up to the master what happens to me. As long as I'm faithfully doing my part, then the master should see. We get chance sometimes to travel with spiritual master, senior devotees, or we go on yatra. Generally, once you've given your fee, whoever's arranging the yatra will tell you when the flights are. There will be a bus definitely to take you to the different places. You don't have to worry so much. You pay your fee and you attend, and those that are in charge of us, they make all the arrangements. Although we see that because we have the Ishvara Bhav, sometimes you find devotees really concerning themselves. So when will prasadam be? Do they have the hotel? Where are we staying? you crack your head. So instead of cracking our head with the yoga process, trying to make it happen, Krishna is advertising, just try to remember me. Be absorbed in my remembrance, and by that remembrance, certainly you will come to me. Then when you leave the body, that is not the consideration yet. Whether we consider it was auspicious, inauspicious, that is not the consideration, because the all auspiciousness of remembering Krishna is the main criteria. So in this way, the yogi path and the bhakti path are being put side by side here, and we are reminding each other to stay on the path of remembrance of Krishna, and that will solve the puzzle of what will happen at death. If I leave during this time or that time, is my destination guaranteed or not? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Gita ki jai.
Savya Sochi Prabhu ki jai. We could take a question. That would be good.
Also, chastisement is welcome.
We'll take one question. Any devotees would like to ask a question? Yes.
regarding the verse you mentioned, the one we discussed in the beginning, so what happens to those souls who attain Brahman? I mean, is it even worth attaining it, or?
The souls who attain Brahman. So it is described that the situation of Brahman is relief from all material anxiety. Like a holiday. Although we know holidays, that the idea is that you're going to go there and relax. But as soon as we walk in the door, we are worried if the mat is proper, did they put tissue, this bed, and so many other things. Because by nature we are active. So the nature of the soul is that he's pleasure-seeking, ananda vyasa, ananda mayasa, and also is looking for relationship. So it is said, after prolonged stay in that Brahman effulgence, the agitation of activity and relationship that is natural for the complete happiness of the soul then pulls the living entity to where he needs, or she needs to be active. And so one then falls from that position, takes on some embodiment for some activity. So it's also not a permanent attainment. So it's dangerous in that sense to aspire for that inactivity of the mind.
Any other questions?
So thank you, dear police.
Thank you so much.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Savya Sochi Prabhu ki
Jai.
jai. Thank you very much. Tomorrow morning, Savya Sochi Prabhu will take the Bhagavatam class. So please come and hear from him. We're very fortunate to have him coming through, and we pray that Prabhu please continue to put us on your map so that we can continuously have your association also. Thank you. And after this presentation, Prabhu will lead us in Guru Aarti. It's a very good singer. So we hope to have nice kirtan. Before we come to Guru Aarti, we wanted to have